Well, what am I supposed to tell them now? I already said that we were done. You and I are finished. And then now we're back. We're doing this again. You do this all the time. You can't ever decide if we're done or not. I mean, I just can't, you can't keep putting me through this. I already made a big deal about it, that you were done. I don't know what to do anymore. It's because, oh. Hey guys, I guess we're back here again. I decided that I can't just leave the 460 how I left it, with no intake gasket, no water pump, not really ready to go. So I found a guy here in town that he has a test stand and we'll be able to run on it, get it all broken in. So that is what gave me a little bit more of an incentive to put it all back nice. First thing we're gonna do is take off the old intake manifold, get it all cleaned up a little bit. I'm not gonna do a deep clean by any means. I'm just gonna spray some brake clean, get some of this gas and oil and gunk off the top. And then I'm gonna wire wheel the bottom of it, all the mating surfaces, get our old Pro nice gaskets on there, run a bead of silicone on the china walls. Let's get this thing going. This intake doesn't look that bad on the bottom. We'll clean up the bottom first. Use our precision machining tool. Ah! You could see that one coming from a mile away. I just decided to ignore it. And we're gonna do it again. We've got our intake milled down to the perfect height. I'm just gonna give it a good wipe down. The only thing I plan on doing to the top is just try and get this old gas off. Go wipe this piece off with some paper towels. When you're getting into this kind of cleaning work, make sure you've got your going to town pants on so that you get them nice and dirty so that everyone knows that you're a working man, even though, you know, I'm not a huge fan of work. I could do without. Let's get these gaskets in place. Let's put this aluminum beast on now. Luckily, I've got 4 studs that stayed in the old cylinder heads. I don't know if there's a certain way to put these Pro gaskets, so I'm gonna go with pretty side up. Hey, and what do you know? I immediately find out that that's wrong.
Wrong.
Actually, I need to clean up these china walls before I do this. Let's pretend oh yeah, I mean we're just test fitting the gasket, because you know you do stuff like that before you get it all ready. So yeah, that's part of it. Let's clean up the china walls. This is a pretty big waste of a painting tarp, but I don't really have anything else, so we're gonna roll with it. I like to spray a little bit of, oh God, that's perfect. Good thing I had the tarp in there. I like to spray a good bit of brake clean on there. And then let's get it. Perfect. That gasket is gonna love this. Oh, let's curl this thing up. Hey, and we're good. No grime, no grot. Slam this thing back on. Well guys, sorry, I forgot to hit record. You missed me laying down the silicone bead and the gaskets. I don't know what to tell you other than I suck. We'll revisit that at another date. Now time to drop the intake. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna have the squish I need on that front china wall. I think we're gonna have to take off the intake and put some more RTV down there. Oh well, What are you gonna do about it? Let's try this one more time. Now we're getting some squish. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I'm not using my regular ratchet this time. I spent good money on these red tools so that I can use them. So let's do it. Now you torque them down to however many foot-pounds. Click. Done. Next up, we got our water pump. As you can see, I have expertly drawn this water pump diagram. Looks pretty close, right? We measured each area, numbered the bolt holes, and measured each hole. See how far it went. And then add an 1/8 for the backing plate of the water pump and 1/2 inch for thread engagement. Because if you have like a 1/4 inch, it's probably not enough threads. I have ripped threads out with only a 1/4 inch engagement, so we're gonna stick with 1/2. Let's get this thing going. Well, I don't have a nice blue Felpro gasket for the back plate of the watering thing. We're gonna skim some silicone across it, across the surface. Not a whole lot, you know, just enough. Just enough to get some silicone in the water pump and mess it up. Now that we've got that, I'm gonna lay this gasket across, and then I'm gonna put some more on the gasket. You guys probably seen this done 100 or another different ways. You know, just do it the way you want to do it. I've used the regular gaskets before. And you know, Velcro just knows what they're doing. They make them pretty and blue for a reason, I guess. It's almost like they've been done. Wow. It's almost like they've been developing it for 150, 75 million, whatever years. Now, take these off. Probably gonna regret it. We've got our water pump gasket. Gonna get 2 bolts going. I'll tell you what, guys. I do not like this. This is a lot of parts. Oh, thank God. All right. Let's get this thing on. Well, what do you know? I forgot to click record again. Well, you didn't miss much. I tightened them with the electric torque wrench. Now, the best part. I'm gonna tighten the bypass hose. Cool deal. Water pumper done. Before we try and flip this monster over and get that juice holder all sealed up, I gotta tighten up these oil pan. Son of a big block. Valve covers down. I didn't even have bolts in them before. We just lost the first round of guess that socket. Maybe we'll get lucky with 1/2 inch. It's always a good guess. If you said 7/16, you're correct. All right, on to the next side. Here it is, guys. The moment you've all been waiting for. As I lay me down to sleep, pray the Lord my soul to keep. If this engine crushes my face, I Let's get this going. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get it. Now, I really like these one-piece oil pan gaskets. Really easy to put on. Seal up good. Now, I am comfortable saying the engine is done. Valve cover's on. Water pumpulator on. Sauce bucket on. Now we're good to go. I already have a carburetor. I need to put the harmonic balancer on, but that's nothing. I have a distributor. We're good to go. We'll put that stuff on whenever I go take it to the guy to run on his test stand. So now our $600 big block Ford is officially done. I know there wasn't a whole lot in this video, but hopefully next time you see this, we'll be getting it ready to run and break in. I'm excited, man. Can't wait to drive the wagon again. Can't wait to see how this runs. In the meantime, you guys go get them revs.